Day 12, episode 12, chestington. Nah, common mistake. Not chess. Chest. You know, like with a T. Dude. Chest. Oh my God.
So day 12, episode 12, chest day today.
Chestington.
It's actually a little bit later in the day. Fucking heat blasting. It's a little bit later in the day right now, after work, before we did the post-lift commentary, or whatever you want to call it. But so the chest day, I mean, it was good, man. Like, I do have actually some complaints about it. One of them being the fact that I wish that my strength was a little bit more strong, if that makes sense. And we can break it down. I have a very good foreshadowing, if you will, as to why my strength is not where it should be. A lot of steering wheel in this shot. A lot of steering wheel. Not that I have anything wrong with my steering wheel, but yeah, the whole chest day thing, man, and the whole strength ordeal. So I'm not eating enough calories, dude. I am simply not eating enough calories. And there we go, it's a little bit better. Yeah, now do I track my calories? No. But I do actually kind of, I guess, a little bit mentally. I do a lot of calculations on the go, but my thing is I like to stick to the same foods pretty much every single day, you know what I mean? Like, it's not the same every single day, but very, very, like, I don't really stray too far away from what I normally eat. So I kind of already know, like, the protein and the calorie count for just about anything I'm putting in my body throughout the day. So what I'm saying is these aren't, what is it? What's like quadratic equations? Isn't that whatever. You get what I'm fucking saying, man. My brain's a bit fried, much like an egg right now. It's been kind of a long day. But it's just that all that means is that we're gonna get stronger from it, man. I would hate to sit here after any day's over and say, man, that day was pretty fucking easy. Nothing really happened today. Wow. Easy day. No, man, I mean, come on. Let's not get fucking crazy. So I need to eat more, you know, long story short. But let's actually start going through the workout now. So I went in and I warmed up on some hammer, just some, you know, like incline chest press. Did a couple sets on there, got everything nice and loose. Then I went right into Smith machine, incline. I went like one peg lower on the incline than I normally do, because I was just trying to, I guess, engage a different part of my chest, you know? I really followed basically like my same format that I normally do. I like to start lighter in my lifts and work my way up. Now, I've heard people say that, dude, just warm up and then go right from like your warm-up sets, go right into like your working sets. The reason why I prefer working up actually is because, yes, your muscles have to warm up, but you can't forget about the central nervous system, man. Like when you're going up in weight, your CNS, what literally outputs the strength in your body, it also needs to get primed when you're going for lifts. It's more than just your muscles and your joints and your tendons. And I find more often than not, whenever I fail a heavy lift or it's because of my central nervous system. It's not anything to do with, I mean, yeah, muscularly I fail, of course, but a lot of times if I like jump up too quickly in weight, I'll find that the reason why I fail is because I didn't warm up my central nervous system enough. And you can kind of feel this shit, like there's kind of a difference. Like, I guess if your central nervous system fails, then by proxy your muscles are gonna fail. I'm not even gonna get into that whole talk. I did like 5-6 sets, but I did work my way up I ended up working up to 275 on the Smith machine, so really like 260, 265. I don't know the exact conversion, but nothing fucking wild. And I only got it like twice. So this is what I'm saying is, yeah, my strength, and like for me, that's not really what I want to be at, man. You know, my bench has been higher before. Even my flat bench has been higher before. So there's no excuses here, dude. There's none at all. I need to eat more. I know exactly, like, I've been lifting long enough to know, you know, when things are going wrong, what's to blame. And this is not anything to do with my programming. This is nothing to do with sleep. Everything else is on point. I look back and I went back to the drawing board. Why did I feel like shit today? Like, why in the past like week have I been complaining about my strength not being there? because I've been complaining about my strength, man, in past videos too. And it's fucking because of my, what's it called? It's because I'm not eating enough, man. After I did the 2 plates of 270, I'm just gonna say 275. I know it's not 275. I went back down to like 2 plates. I did a few sets of those. I really worked. I did a set or 2 of 275. I got like 2 or 3 reps. And then I went back down to like 245s with a 10 on each side. I did like 3 reps of 4. And then I went down to like 2 plates, and like I did some supersets in there. So I did a good mix of volume and heavyweight. And then after Smith machine, I went on to incline press. It felt kind of weird actually, just the stretch I was getting on this specific incline press. I wanted to use a hammer one, or a different one, but it was taken up. But I kind of managed to adjust the seat properly, and I ended up getting a good stretch and a squeeze. And you know how I go, after that main compound, I pretty much, for the most part, just go sets of like 10 and higher. Really pump the volume around. I like to focus, most of the time, I like to focus on strength for the main compound, and then the rest will just be volume. And obviously, like when it comes to me saying like I'm doing volume, the weight that I'm using for the volume should be increasing, right? And I'm mentally keeping track of this as I'm going about my lifts. Like, I don't want to just set the pin at 50 pounds for the chest press and do that every single time I do volume training for the same weight. Obviously, you know, it's asking to hit a plateau. I'm gonna try to stick it in the 60 or in the 70. And I don't mean my dick, I mean the pen. I did maybe 4 or 5 sets of there or something like that. And then I moved on to some good old chest fly, some good old pec deck chest fly, machine style. I think, I went for sets like 12 and higher. I did like maybe like 4 or 5 working sets. A lot of supersets scattered in there. I love supersets, man. Well, not supersets. Supersets are good, but what I'm talking about is drop sets. I would highly recommend drop sets for anybody. It doesn't matter if you've been lifting for a day, or, well, okay, maybe if you've been lifting a day, you don't need to incorporate that yet. But let's like carry the fuck away. You get what I'm saying, man. Drop sets are great. You know, you do 50 pounds. Oh shit, last rep couldn't get any more. Well, I'm just gonna drop the weight. Now I'm gonna go down to 40s now. Fuck, I got 5 more reps. Okay, I'm gonna drop the weight down to 30s. Fuck, I can only get 3. All right, I might as well go down to 20s then. Oh, there's a good 8. And really just maximize in full muscular failure. And of course, this dumbass wants to just speed by me, right? Too much of an ego hit for me to throw my blinker on and just slow the fuck down and let me pass. I'm gonna boost past because my penis is large. Suck my fucking. I hope that guy sleeps well at night. That was all for the lift today, man. I didn't hit my calves because I continue to show up at the gym like later than I need to, and I end up having to rush out. These things continue to happen, man, and I need to just stop doing that because it's impeding my workouts. It's making me have to leave early. At this point, I'm just like swapping between skipping calves and skipping cardio because I don't want to skip either one of them for an extended period of time, and it's just unnecessary, man. But this is the thing, is like you're never really gonna be like there's never really gonna be a time. I mean, maybe you're built different, man, but from my experience and the people that I've talked to, it's very, very common for, you know, you're not hitting this requirement that you need to be hitting for ideal workouts, or you're not getting enough sleep, or your training intensity is not where it needs to be. You feel like shit, you can't figure out why. It takes like a week to figure it out, and then something else. Like, there's a lot of things that go wrong, right? It's almost like not expected for everything to be perfect all the fucking time in the gym. Like, conditions, you can do so much to make conditions perfect for the lift, right? But there's a lot of things that are kind of out of your control, man. Like, you can be as hydrated as possible, get as much rest as possible, get a lot of calories in, show up to the gym, and maybe your pre-workout, for whatever reason, maybe it just doesn't soak in the way it normally does. Like, there's a lot of anomalies here. But if you went into the gym every day, though, and every single workout was amazing, wouldn't you at some point kind of, wouldn't it lose its novelty? Like, aren't really good workouts really good because you have a really shitty workout from time to time? You get what I'm saying? So I like to think of the bad workouts as workouts to learn from. Like, all right, this workout was bad. And you really have to be honest with yourself in this kind of shit. Like, all right, my pump was terrible today. Why? I took my pump agent, I took my pre-workout. Fuck, oh, that's right. Yeah, I was gonna eat this and I didn't eat it, and that was like 800 calories I missed out on. Fuck. Or, you know, maybe you didn't get enough sleep. You got to go back to the drawing board, and you have to understand why the workout was not where it needed to be, so that you can say, okay, I need to make sure this doesn't happen again. And, you know, I guess you don't really have to do that. Maybe you just want to go to the gym and just kind of, you don't really want to put that much thought into it, and you just want to fuck around and have fun, and then fucking do that then, man, you know? Who am I to tell you not to? But if you're looking for, like, the most results you can squeak out of every single workout, then I think it's a smart thing to do to go back to the drawing board whenever you have bad workouts. And everybody has bad workouts, man. I mean, there won't be a week that passes. Okay, I'll say there won't be a month that passes where you're not gonna have a bad workout. And those workouts are actually the most important ones, I would say, man. It's how do you react when the conditions aren't ideal? Like when you get 3 hours of sleep or maybe no sleep, and you go into the gym. Are you just gonna go through the motions, or are you gonna set yourself apart and say, you know what? I didn't do what I needed to do. I didn't get all my ducks in a row for this workout, but I'll be damned if I don't go in there and max out on intensity. If I fucked up my fucking sleep for the workout today, why am I gonna go in there and fuck up the intensity? I might as well. Now I've really, even more so, needing to be intense about it now. So the workout, man, it was really, really simple today, just how I like it. I did literally 3 different movements. I did incline Smith, 1 peg down from like traditional incline. I did an incline chest press. I switched up the grips there, as you saw. And then I did some pec flies. I didn't even film the pec flies, by the way, but I can assure you that pecs flew. I mean, dude, it's just like heavy compound, make some volume in, do some kind of isolation press. It doesn't even have to be like isolateral. Like you can use both hands at the same time, but some kind of isolation, right? Good amount of sets, really push it, and then stretch and squeeze for your chest, man. Like I don't think you need any more than that. And there have been times where on chest day, I'd go in there and I'd do my flat bench barbell back in those days when I really focused on that. And then I would go, all right, that was my middle chest work. Now I'm gonna go to hammer incline and I'm gonna kill my incline. All right, that was the incline. Now I'm gonna go to go do some dips or some decline press, and I'm gonna go squeak out some declines. Now I'm gonna that was, there's little phases of lifting, and the longer that you lift, the more you'll realize that like little things you do in the gym change through the years. Like I don't ever really do dips anymore, and I'm not saying that it's negligible. Dips are definitely effective, man, but it's just I like focusing on the upper chest, man. I sound like such a fucking like everybody says that now, but it's very true, man. That's what I've been on lately. But there was a time where I used to go in there and I used to kill dips, and I was really trying to get like my lower chest developed. Something funny about the other day, by the way, when I hit arms, the last arm day I had, I was going hard on tries, and I woke up the next morning and my lower chest was sore. And I'm like, dude, what was that? Oh shit. When I was doing those tri extensions, I did a bunch of sets of them. I must have like engaged my lower chest and fucking didn't even realize it. And so you're getting more lower chest engagement than you think. And I think a lot of people know this too, that your chest is being engaged. Even when you do like an incline press, your lower chest is still being engaged, right? It's not what's being isolated or what's being engaged the most, but it's still being engaged. And I think a lot of people don't think about that. I think a lot, because I definitely didn't. Like I was very much in the mindset for years when I first started lifting that like, oh, incline press is working my upper chest and only my upper chest, and I'm getting no other chest engagement. And even if I am, then it's minimal, and I need to make sure that I isolate the other parts of my chest. Like I was really breaking it down. And I mean, even if you sit here, right, if you hold your lower chest and you kind of go into like move your arm and flex your chest as you would for like an incline fly, right? Go up here where you would flex mostly your upper chest. You get what I'm saying? Feel your lower chest. You can still feel your lower chest all the way down under your nipple next to your armpit. You can still feel that contracting. And then it's like, holy shit, so my whole chest does engage. No matter if I'm up here with it, if I'm down here, if you go down here, like a lower chest movement, right? Or like a dip variant, feel your upper chest. It's still moving, man. You're still getting some engagement. So you work your upper chest no matter what you're doing. But my battery is about to die, and we're running to Wawa and grab some calories. So I hope you guys enjoyed day 12. It is day 12, right? I think it's day 12, yeah. Tomorrow we're gonna be smacking some arms unless something changes. And I am going to ensure that I get my calories in tonight so that the pump is where it needs to be. Your ducks, they should all be in a row. If they're not, you need to get it together. But I know how you feel, because I was once a fellow with my ducks also diagonal and crooked, and they were all running amok. But as long as you wisen up and you get them in a row where they should be, that's all that really fucking matters, man. So I'm gonna leave it at that, and I hope you guys take it easy. See you in the next one.